In the last video, I showed you how to create a 1" by 1" grid across your small photograph. Today we are going to do the grid for the large paper. Again, we are tripling the size of your original photograph, which means that instead of doing a line for every 1 inch, now every 3 inches we are going to make a mark for our grid. So I'm going to take my ruler again, and I'm going to start at the bottom of my paper. Always remember that when you are measuring, never use the very edge of the ruler, always start with this first line. Okay, once I've figured that out, I'm going to go to the bottom of my paper. And I'm going to make a mark every 3 inches across my paper. So instead of making a mark on the 1, the 2, and the 3, I'm only going to make the mark at 3, go another 3 inches and go to 6, make a mark, go another 3 inches to 9 and make a mark. And then when you get to the edge of your paper for 12 inches, you actually don't have to make any mark there. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my ruler all the way up and do the exact same thing on the top. So I'm going to make sure that my ruler is lined up correctly with my paper. The 1 inch begins at the line, not at the edge of the ruler. And once it's in place, I'm going to make a mark at every 3 inches. So make a mark at 3, make a mark at 6, and make a mark at 9. I'm not going to connect my dots yet. Instead, I'm going to move on to the vertical side. So I'm going to move my ruler to this way. Line up your ruler with the bottom of your paper. And you're going to do the exact same thing again. Every 3 inches, make a mark. So you're going to make a mark at 3, at 6, at 9, at 12, and also at 15. Slide your ruler all the way across to the other side and do the exact same thing. You're going to make a mark again at 3, at 6, at 9, at 12, and at 15. Once you've completed these marks, you can go ahead and line up your ruler with your lines. Make sure that the ruler is straight. And then you're going to draw a very, very, very light line all the way across. It's very important that you do this very lightly because this line will eventually be erased. When you're finished, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines going across the top, and you should have 3 lines going from top to bottom.